So a little settings update. There's a few communication things that I think are essential. Unfortunately, the settings are kind of broken right now. I'm trying to set them, but they often reset. But it has a couple of things that I like to have set. I like to have push forwards. I like to have I need help, fall back, and then countdown. I think these are generally the most useful things to have bound as a support, especially if you're not in voice comms. Push forward, fall back, I need help, and then the countdown, you know, that kind of sets you up for the regular flow of the game. Like going forward, going back, and then you have I need help when people are on you, and then you have the countdown for your ultimate, which isn't that useful, but if you're not in voice, it is a little bit useful. The reason why it's not that useful is because it kind of just takes too long. You'll often like want to throw Kitsune instantly, and you know, those 3 seconds waiting for the countdown timer just end up not being that useful. But once again, we're going in with the same mindset as last time. There is a Widow, so we've got to be a bit careful. We know she's up at the top back, so I'm going to TP across, which is going to get me out of a line of sight. We're going to move to the other side and start doing some damage. Looking at my monkey. Now, this is... I can't really TP to that because I'm going to get myself into danger, which is a pretty interesting point there. Anna at the back here. See if I take it down. Doesn't matter if I can't. First game of the day, Kunais are not going to be a hit in here. Let's TP out as we're under pressure. I want to explain that Winston scenario a bit because I think that's a pretty common scenario that people struggle with. Where Winston was at the back, I said I couldn't TP to him. It's essentially kind of just like... I thought, and I could have been wrong, by the way. You know, you could have argued that I was wrong. But I felt like I could not TP to that Winston and survive. Because he was in a pretty awkward spot. I felt like there was like 3 people on him. Let's try and fight this Tracer here. Oh, yes. So, usually, if you're going to TP and die, it's usually not worth it. Easy Suzu there, because we've basically won the fight, so we just need to stop Soldier from dying. Not really too much thought has to go into it. I'm going to go over here so I can put more kunai pressure on the front. Yeah, nothing that can really kill me other than Zen's balls here. It's always good to be thinking about what the threat is. Oh, lost Soldier. We're going to send Kitsune here. We're up 1, but like the fight isn't progressing too fast. And I just want to progress the fight and get them killed, if I can. And apply more pressure. So a little bit of a different kind of Kitsune circumstance. Because I'm basically just like, oh, we're kind of winning the fight, but my team isn't really going for it. Okay, I'm the only one caught right now. I'd love to push forward, but not going to happen. He's dead. Okay, we're losing this fight massively, and my brig is too far forwards. We're just gonna do what we can to get out here. Still got a little bit of a cough. Yeah, we're staying back here, we're staying safe. Nothing can really kill me while we wait for the team to come back. We got 5 people now. And we got a D-Mech Diva, so even though we're not up, she is weak, and we can push pretty hard, and now we just get the visor kills. I'm going to keep pushing here. I'm going to let someone else push the cart, if they will. Yeah, and we want to go as far forward as possible, take angles, and get potential kill angles, as long as we can TP back. Good thing about Cass is he can use his nade. You can TP straight out of it. Just going to Caesar myself here, because I wasn't 100% sure that lamppost was going to save me. TP. Oh, we lost our TP target. It's all good. We're just gonna fall back. You could argue for wiping on point there, but I'm pretty sure I can get out. In fact, I probably could have stayed on that corner and thrown kunais because Winston was going to be in range. I'm going to go with Winston here because he's already in the fight instead of going for the flank. And I knew he was going to take damage fast. Same again, like I don't think I can get to the flank before people take too much damage here. Suzu was kind of hard to hit. We're just going to throw kunais. Now, in a situation like this, where it's even and we don't have much to heal because the tank's dead, we can start pressuring more. Just keep an eye on the brig. Anna's kind of diffing me here. But even though she's diffing me, as long as we don't die, we're keeping her occupied. Someone's getting low, so we go back to the team. And now we have Kitsune. Looking to get my Arisa to pop this. And depending on where she goes, probably just going to send this for my Arisa. Not sure why I didn't take damage to the stick. Because I was late. And I kind of messed up my positioning because of it. Let's go up here. Oh, didn't have Suzu. That's okay. We got Arisa now. Remember how last time I was talking about how the game itself kind of dictates. We're gonna chase this guy a little bit, but we're not gonna go crazy. The game itself kind of dictates how much healing and damage you're doing. And now that we have Arisa, he's dead. There's not much we can do about it. So you're gonna pressure the payload here, because nothing else is really happening. Help our brig. Gonna be honest, I completely lost track of my Arisa. There she is. If nothing is happening, as always, we push forward. In this case, I felt like applying pressure to the payload was gonna be the best pressure I could apply. Two kunais, and then we heal. D.Va does eat both your kunais and your papers. Very annoying. Okay, we're gonna push forward here. Keep looking back to heal. Always keep an eye on them. Someone's in here. We're gonna try and help out Cass. We have Suzu, so I'm not too scared here. Just gonna throw it on him early, so like, because Reaper can do a lot of burst damage. He could have one-shot my caster. Oh, I got hit. At this point, I'm just trying to survive for a Kitsune. We got Kitsune. I'm gonna go here. Oh, she can also eat Suzu, so D.Va can eat everything. You gotta watch out for that. Oh god, you are in trouble, buddy. Maybe D.Va down, nice. We're gonna save Kitsune here, because like I said, you know, we got a massive advantage in this fight. Advantage is now being more even, but we got another pick. Not sure on the exact numbers, and they respawn pretty quickly, but it's like a 4v1 right now with them respawning pretty quickly. We're gonna send it here as they come back to the point, because we're very close to the ends. And we just kind of need to have a little bit more strength here, because we're 4 versus 4 basically, as this last guy respawns. Really got to pay attention to that Matrix. I wasted 2 Suzus so far going into that Matrix. Okay, we just gotta chill right here. We're down a lot. This guy kills me. There's not much we can do. Yeah, we can't really touch. So that's probably just the end of the rounds. That's all right. Good push. Yeah, D.Va just kind of eats everything. So you gotta be careful. Very careful. All right, so at this point, you're probably starting to realize, like, there's a good just loop that you kind of follow with Kiriko, like a gameplay loop. You push forward. Kunai heal. You fall back. Once again, we're going to start forward here because we can TP back to the Rhine. And just be really annoying here. I think they had a Widow. So we got to be careful with that. Oh, I'm wrong. We stay there as long as possible. We got him to waste his flashbang. Kiriko's really good against Cassidy, honestly. You can bait his flashbang quite often. Okay, we're against a Wrecking Ball. This is where it gets spicy. Kiriko, not the best against Ball, because she can't do headshot damage. You kind of gotta be a little bit more careful with the TP so you don't just get jumped on. Send a Suzu there, we missed it. Went under the bench or something. Rhine is going in deep. I'm gonna TP to the soldier so that I can have position on the Rhine without putting myself in the worst position. But this is about to get really hectic. We're gonna heal the soldier. Try to do as much damage as we can to the ball. Oh, I tried to TP, lost the cooldown. That happens a lot as Kiriko. You TP and like you lose the cooldown because there is a cast time of 0.25 seconds.
Okay, I learned from that.
But every game against ball is hectic, and it's a lot harder to explain and analyze because everything is just like a split-second decision of where to run away and survive. But I'll do my best here. So we can finish him off. You can see I do basically 0 damage, and my Rhine is so deep. This is a test here of how we handle the madness that's going to be happening with this Wrecking Ball. I'm not too worried about him. Like, for the most part, I would like to avoid the Wrecking Ball because I don't really do damage to him. So if I can find targets that I can headshot, that's a lot better. Obviously, you can't always do that. I'm gonna... Ooh, be careful. Just gonna TP out there. I probably should have TP'd a bit faster, knowing that Wrecking Ball was gonna swing back and try and push me into the mines. Here, Reap on the right. Now, Reap is one of the easiest areas to headshot, so I don't mind trying to take a little jewel against him here. I can just, like, take 2 really close-range shots and try and get him. And then just kind of fall back really quickly. Again, as long as I track my target to TP back to. We have Kitsune with 1 minute left here. It is a 4v5. And I'm gonna send it early. Some interesting Kitsunes this game. I'm sending it early because I'm trying to help my team get a pick before this fight really kicks off. Again, you do one-shot people through the... This is really... I'm going to TP back the soldier here so I can get out of LOS of that Cassidy. Take some easier healing. Kunai heal. Kunai heal. Ryan's a bit deep. We're going to Suzu him. Kunai heal. Okay, so my plan didn't work. But if I have to give a little bit of, you know, encouragement to do stuff like that, it's always better to use an ultimate that you think might work than to be too safe and just save the ultimate for too long. Because now I'm already at 60% ult.
Time to get clever.
If I didn't use it and we lost that fight, you know, I could have been back at 0 if I used it at the end or something. So it's always best to be... Good lords. It's always best to be a little bit more reckless with your ultimates than to be a bit too safe. And that goes with gameplay in general, honestly. Especially with Kiriko. Because it's nice to be safe, because then you can never take the blame for making a mistake, but then you're also never gonna like carry the games or take the game under your control. You can only really take the game under your control if you do make mistakes. I'm gonna Kitsune here, and we are down 1, but it just feels really strong. Just the way Ryan was like lined up in that fight. So really interesting Kitsunes here. Considering they're going a little bit against the mindset that I was saying earlier on, where it's like your general Kitsune is going to be throw it into a fight that's even. But if you're feeling good about it, if everybody's lined up perfectly, then you can just send it as well. We'll push forward here. See what we can do. To annoy this Bastion, because again, shooting ball is kind of pointless. Keeping an eye on my teammates. We pulled the ball back.
Feels like selling, huh?
I used the Suzu on myself though. Actually, this is something I wanted to talk about. I think I might talk about it start on next game. Let's just slow us down a bit. Let's go up here. Oh, man. See if we keep him alive here. Well, I'm not killing Ball. And he's definitely not killing 5. But I like his enthusiasm. We're just going to stay out here because I think since it's me and Soldier, as long as he doesn't just run in and die, we can apply a lot of pressure here, even though the positioning's kind of ridiculous. I think if we just stayed high ground, we could have done some stuff there. Oh, we actually made it out. That was lucky. Okay, we got 1 minute to hold this. Kitsune's on. Look back, look at the respawns. Always consider how many people we have. We have 3 right now. So it would be kind of insane to throw Kitsune in a 3v5 situation. As soon as these are back, though, we're probably going to send it as fast as possible. So we see that they're back, and we're going to send it in now. Look for some headshots. Oh, you don't need to do that, Diva. Bastion on the right here needs to go down. Kunai. Healing a bomb. You see, this game's very hectic as soon as you're against the ball, and it's even crazier if you have a wrecking ball as well. We've lost a bunch, but Diva's still on point, so I'm going to try and pressure still. But we're going to be wanting to look to get out of this whenever we can. Surprisingly, this is going pretty well. A TP back there. Vap's probably in trouble. I have the freedom of TPing, Vap doesn't. TP back, so I'm in trouble. Diva's taking on 5 people right now. Getting very, very hectic. Okay, we got Bastion rolling in. We're gonna hit him with a Suzu as soon as he starts taking damage here. Because this man has to survive. Ball down. Let's try not to C9 this. Kiriko kill would be the best here. Probably look to ping the healers. Obviously Kitsune here, last second of the fight. And we got it. Another hectic game, dude. I still don't think we've had like a snowball yet. New players don't have GM aim. That is true. But as discussed, luckily aim is not too important on Kiriko, even though a lot of people think it is. And also, aim just comes naturally. Aim is really cool because it's like a thing that a lot of people focus on, but it's also something no one needs to focus on because it is the most natural skill that happens in Overwatch. And don't get me wrong, aim helps massively, but again, it's just a natural skill that happens over time and you don't have to worry about it. I think there is some aim trainer stuff you can do as a completely new player that can help, but otherwise it's just as you play the game, the more you play, the better your aim will get. Okay, so I want to talk about Suzuing yourself. So this is a pretty important topic and something I've thought about a lot, especially in the earlier days of Kiriko. So obviously flanking as Kiriko is good, but is using Suzu on yourself to, you know, help yourself and be able to flank longer good? That's a more difficult question. In the early days, a lot of Kirikos will flank and they will use Suzu on themselves. I think using it by default is really bad. Like if you Suzu and then you TP out, most of the time, I personally think it's not that great. You'll see me, when I TP out, I don't Suzu myself first. It feels easier to Suzu yourself and then TP out, but then you're losing a 16-second cooldown to flank, and it's generally better to have it in the fight. Now, there is a counter-argument to this. Oh god, we are way too deep. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just need it. Desperately. Especially when you use TP. The counter-argument is, you know, if you go and watch someone like Jonak, and context for those people who don't know, who are newer players, Jonak is considered one of the best support players in the entirety of Overwatch. He was Overwatch League MVP. He's a very aggressive support player. He got that MVP when he was playing Zenyatta. And just widely considered pretty much the best support player. And even if you don't consider him the best support player, there's a lot you can learn from him. And he is extremely aggressive. Now, Jonak, if you go and watch Jonak, he will use Suzu on himself all the time while he's flanking. So while I don't personally recommend using Suzu on yourself while you're flanking, it's generally better to save Suzu for the fight and use TP to get out and then use Suzu in the fight. There is an argument that if you are extremely confident in your aim and your ability to kill, then it could be worth to use a Suzu to continue that fight to potentially get a kill. The enemy team is very strong here. TLDR, long-winded response to say that most of the time I would recommend trying not to use Suzu on yourself while you're flanking and look to try and TP before you Suzu so that you have Suzu in the fight. You should only use Suzu if you're very confident that using that Suzu is going to allow you to get a kill on the flank. Okay. Alright, we nearly got Kitsune here. We are very down in this fight. A bit of a snowball. So we're going to TP out. It's a 4v5 right now. Probably don't want to commit. Okay, we got a pick, so now it's 4v4. We're going to send this now as Monkey comes in. And hopefully this allows us to stabilize in the fight. The enemy team is extremely aggressive. But the Suzu should allow us to win that. And hopefully now we can stabilize and not C9, not C9, not C9. That was close. Anyway, this one's going to be an interesting game because this is a high aggression game with the Monkey where you're throwing kunais into shields. One thing you got to not let happen is when you're against an extremely aggressive team, don't let them push you into not being aggressive yourself. Okay, we got it. So we're going to keep an eye on the team. In this kind of... Okay, we're out of there. In this kind of scenario, I want to be in kind of TP range of my back line rather than my front line. Because they're so fast, if I TP back, I want to be TPing to the safest position possible. If I TP to my Winston, then they're just going to run me down with jumps or speed. In this case, it's just a Winston jump, but it's enough pressure along with a Moira. So, like, even though I'm flanking, the flank is a bit safer because I'm looking to TP to my backline. Give me a shield. That's nice. Let me throw more kunais. Now, important thing is to not get tilted when you get snowballed, especially if it's just 2 points. Throw some kunais here. It's a very common thing in Overwatch for a team to just win 2 points very quickly because of the way the game works. And let me explain that for a second. So if you just get owned first fight, you lose the first fight, you generally lose the first point. Then second fight, the enemy team is going to have ult advantage coming into that fight because they just dominated you in the first fight. So they're going to have more ult charge, which means they pretty much get a free second fight because you're not going to win against the enemy team ult advantage. They're going to have ults and you're not going to have ults. I'm going to send Kitsune here because we're up 1 and I just really want to wipe them. Again, just to gain more stability in this game. You could have questioned that one for sure, but sometimes it's just good to get that confirmation. Okay, they have a ball now. A TP there. One thing to note, as I haven't mentioned this yet, but TP does have invincibility frames. Very small, but like, as you hit the end of the TP, you do have invincibility frames. Really get angles on anyone here. TP over here. We do a wall climb here, because if ball comes round, we can be over the top of him, and he'll lose track of me. Very hectic, though. Yeah, it's iframes after you arrive. So again, it's got a 0.25 second cast time. That actually might be 0.2. I'm not 100% sure. But, you know, no one's counting the difference between 0.2 and 0.25. But then after you arrive, you have a small frame of invincibility, which I think is also around 0.25 seconds of invincibility. Kunai, kunai. A lot of pressure here. Ball's all over me. We're just going to try and avoid him. Try and get some kunais in. We're gonna TP over here to our cast. It's gonna keep me pretty safe, and I can kunai from here. Just finding positions to throw kunais. We're gonna throw one of those. Go the Moira, not the ball, because you can't damage ball. GM on the backline here. My front line's very strong here. It's 4v3, and we want to get rid of these supports. Mine's gonna be very annoying here. Okay, cool. So again, in a high-pressure game like this, it's very, very important that you don't just let them take the reins. You actually push forward yourself and fight back. Because it's so easy to just let them be aggressive. You're like, I'm just defending now. This team is being overly aggressive.
What's up?
But then, you know, you wouldn't let them... Like, if I didn't do that, they wouldn't have used Winston Bubble early. So it's good that we're fighting back with aggression here. Want to take that space back. Not let them just walk in. I have Kitsune. We're probably going to pop at this fight when they're a little bit more committed. We did get a pick, so I'm going to delay it a bit now. Don't want to throw it out when we don't need it. But it is getting close to end time, so I really don't want to lose it. We're going to send it. Is Taya coming? Taya's coming. Okay, I think it's down. Keep our Moira alive. Looking for squishes. And we don't care about the tank. Nice. Good stuff. Very nice. So you can see that game, like, they full rolled 2 points because they won first point, they had ults, and then they rolled second point, and then they kind of just got stuck. That's why it's super important to not get tilted after the first fight or the second fight. I mean, it's super important to not get tilted at all, but more important because a lot of people get tilted very early on. You lose like 2 fights. Like, if you lose the first fight, you're going to get rolled second fight. It's just good to know that mentally because, like, it can feel really bad to just lose 2 fights instantly, but, like, it's pretty much a guarantee that you'll always lose the second fight. Is Kiriko the worst support post-update? No, I don't think she's the worst support. I think a lot of people still think Kiriko is stronger than she is. I think Anna is a lot stronger in general right now. However, she doesn't have the mobility that Kiriko has. And that really helps her a lot, especially in some scenarios. You can apply a lot of pressure, so Kiriko can be pretty good for ladder. Like, those flanks, the pressure you apply really screws people up, so...
No, why?
She's still good for that. But no, Kiriko's fine. I like to meme a bit that she's weak right now, but, like, it's more of a meme than anything. But she's definitely not strong. Like, we've seen the unmirrored win rate. She's down at almost 40%, which is definitely not great. All right, we're going to push forward here and look for angles to apply pressure. I was very, very risky with my Suzu there. We're gonna go up here because I'm pretty sure I can survive. Again, I can just drop behind this wall. So it's gonna give me a really good spot. Vap should be able to heal this Winston. And I can throw kunais from here using this corner so that if Soldier wants to come get me, he has to push out really far. Just gonna throw that there because he's about to get attacked a lot by Soldier. We can TP up because there's a bubble. And we know we can use that corner as well. She does not have TP right now. She's a very lucky girl. Just using myself a bit scared of this Junkrat. But we can just hide here until he forgets about me. And then we just go back in. More kunais. Nice. We have Kitsune here, but we are up 1. Now it's even. We're up 1. I'm trying to save this Kitsune, honestly. And there we go. The very, very careful tracking of the numbers of the fight there. It was quite close for a lot of the time. So I had to be super careful. Okay, I want to push around here so I can throw more kunais. We can always TP back to the Winston. Well, how did our Junkrat die? I think that Junkrat got the most random kill ever there. Okay, I'm gonna TP back. Oh, we don't have a... That was close. Gonna get in this room because I'm pretty low and I need to be safe. We are definitely committing Kitsune here. We'll send it now. Someone on the right? He's on the right. Damn. Lost my TP cooldown. Hectic fights. My Winston got another bubble off my Kitsune though. That's gonna help a lot. Hopefully my team doesn't push into that Junkrat room because that's gonna hurt a lot. Okay, I'm looking to get back and help out with this J-Rat. Trying to keep everyone topped up here so J-Rat doesn't one-shot everyone. Ping the ball because we really need help with him. I don't have the damage to take him down myself. We haven't been pinging much today either. It's quite important. Luckily, this ball I think is going to stagger himself. He survived. Rough. Okay, it's going to be... They're definitely going to contest. So I'm going to try to take an angle. No, I'm not. We don't have time because people appeared on point. As soon as this bubble breaks... Oh, we lost TP again. It's like the third time this fight. Nice tire. And we're in. Losing TP is one of those frustrating things you kind of have to get used to. But it does hurt when it happens multiple times in a game. Just got to be faster. Which brings up a fair point for Kiriko, by the way. Because you rely so much on TP and Suzu, which is so critically timing based, she's not really a fun hero to play on high latency. I played her on a U, which is like 120 ping for me, and it just happens more and more and more and more. So... Yeah, we're just gonna get out there. Applied a bit of pressure. Keep everyone topped up. I'm gonna Suzu my monkey. Even though we had Immo, he was a little bit out of it, to be honest. These wrecking ball slams are hitting, man. No one to really shoot right now, so I'm just kind of healing. Don't know if this guy's gonna spin. He is. He's 100%. Oh, God. That... Honestly... With the way the J-Rat booped him up, I'm surprised we didn't all die. We'll do a wall climb here, so he loses track of me again. And Suzu. I'm gonna send Kitsune. We're mostly even here, and they are not ready for it because they're so far forward. Nice. The Junkrat trap is like the main thing saving us here. Jesus. Just hide from the Vise. And we're good. Gonna be a close game though. We've only got a minute on the clock. Okay, we're just gonna try and push forward here and ignore the ball as much as possible. Can't ignore him if he's doing that to me. The ball's doing a really good job of not letting me ignore. Like a really, really good job. So you get a single hit kunai on the soldier here. Remember, it's a one-shot headshot through a BAP window if we can hit it. Not gonna happen. Gonna go with my Winston here. I know I'm gonna be safe because there are multiple down. We kind of need to hit something here. Oh no. She got the 120 on the head. That's what I needed. Maybe Monkey can carry this. Actually, good job of getting carried this game from me. I haven't hit many shots, so... It's looking rough. We are close to a Kitsune, but there's only 10 seconds, so... The enemy team kind of needs to mess up here, I'm going to be honest. They have a really nice position. Sombra can touch. Let's just try and get my Kitsune. Oh god. Well, I had to touch, so that sucks. Down 2. Very unlikely we get this. Yeah, it's 2v5. It's gone. Winston doesn't have ult. That's okay. Very hectic game. Balls are super difficult to deal with. You will struggle against wrecking balls. Kinda just need to hit more shots, honestly. And that's what happens with Kiriko, like super high risk weapon. In this game, we only had 16% crit hit. Sometimes we have 30%, sometimes we have 16, sometimes we have 25. This is just a low crit hit game. Because like, if we hit one shot on that Mercy at the end, we would have had it, I think. And to be honest, this is a good thing to put in the video, so I'm going to talk about it now. One of my weaknesses, which was just brought up in the Twitch chat, is that I don't press tab enough between fights, and I don't think about enemy ult percent enough, which is a skill you can kind of just practice by taking it slower between fights and thinking about what ults we used last fight, etc. And then you can allow yourself to position better between fights. I've always been bad at that, and now it's even harder because I'm like flanking all the time on Kiriko. So we're gonna take the easy flank side here. We can just TP straight back to the team. Apply pressure quickly here. We'll try and bait Lucio as much as we can. Oh, they're TPing someone. Whoa, get back to the team. I didn't even see the TP go up. But we're going to go back here. Straight back to the spot that we were in before. Keep applying that pressure. In fact, we're just going to use this little bin here to apply pressure from here, and then we're going to fall back behind the wall. Because, like, even the earlier I can apply pressure, the better. If we can pull her... Yeah, we pull her around this corner. That's where she does not want to be. And the funny thing is, now we can kind of just wall climb over as well, as long as our team's healthy. We do it again. What? Oh, they put turrets here? No, no way. See what this pressure that I'm applying right now is like they're putting turrets on their side of the map. That's amazing. Let's go for the reloads. Okay, reload again. Let's go over this wall. Well, we're gonna be a bit more careful because she's trying to turret it up. Okay, I think we're safe. Just keep the pressure high here. Oh, they went ram again. Don't shoot ram. Well, we actually have a window going into it. Gotta be careful because Lucio can boot me away from my TP spot. And we got a little bit overexcited there. It was going really well, so, you know, I got a bit cocky. Never get cocky.
Time to try again.
You will find yourself getting cocky on Kiriko quite a lot, especially when it's gone really well. Oh, she TP'd me back. What a legend. Do we want to send it here? I think we do. It's about even. Gonna ping the sim. It's also just a really good map for the flank because of this position that you get where you can just insta-TP back. Now, they're going to be getting used to me going there, so I'm actually going to slow it down just a bit here and play this roof. What on earth? Pop, no. Okay, I thought I was lower than that. I was very scared for seconds. No Suzu for this guy. What a beautiful TP from the sim. We're just gonna take it easy, top him up. Okay, Kuna heal. That's what we do. Don't have Suzu for the Sigma, but he's okay. Kuna heal. Peek. This is strongest. I think this is the strongest team I had in this Unranked GM, but maybe we're just getting cocky. Okay, back to the position. We didn't take it last time, so that means that it might be a little bit stronger this time. And I'm going to play even more aggressive now. I really want them to feel it as they come out here, especially on like that last push. Yeah, I want them to run me down. This is perfect. I want them to feel stressed as soon as they come out the spawn doors. Now we gotta watch out for Mei wall. In fact, because they have Mei wall, I'm gonna play a little bit higher here so I can get over the Mei wall faster. We will Suzu this guy if he needs. Nice. We've seen this map before, and how I've played it. I'm gonna do exactly the same. And we basically go high pressure through the left room. You could do it. Oh, there's a Junkrat in the left room, so we're actually going to adapt really quickly here. We're not going to go through the left room while Junkrat's sat in there. I'm actually going to go a bit wider now. Just going to throw that just to help him heal up a bit faster. Okay, it turns out we're not going to get much pressure on it all here because they have Torb and they have Junkrat. And if you remember from the previous day where we was doing the Unranked GM, Torb is a bit of a nightmare for Kiriko. Basically shuts down the flanks. This is kind of a nightmare composition in general. They have a Sigma shield, they have a Torb that shuts down the flanks, and they have a Junkrat spamming. This is just absolutely horrible for Kiriko. I think what we're going to do is, to open this up, is go through this window and just create an angle. Because if we don't have angles here, it's going to be really hard to get through this choke. And I'm just going to let my BAP take care of the team. This might seem kind of crazy, but like, if we're all going through the same choke, it's going to be super rough. I spent 4 years killing this turret. I think someone's trying to run me down, so I'm just going to go back here. I'm kind of just hoping to... I move forward here. It's going to be easy for me to kill if I'm more forward. Ah, too slow on my TP. I knew it was up my butt, but... just wanted to push it a little bit longer. At least we got 2 picks there, so on the respawn, they're not going to have Sigma, which is really good, because if I come back with Kitsune and Ryan, and we go really fast, they don't have a tank. We get rid of that trap. And we just try and run it really quickly here. They will have Coom, but we just try and go fast. And open this up before their tank's back. Suzu got a bit messed up. See if we get an angle on him. Now we got loads of pressure on the point. Not the rat again. Do that to wake him up. Bit of a riot. Come on, Ryan, you got this. Show him who's boss. There we go. That was close. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the ultimate anti-Kiriko composition right there. With Sigma, Torb, and Junkrat. Junkrat can hold down a room. You can't really pressure him. Torb can stop you from flanking. Sigma puts up a shield. You can't throw any kunais down mid. Something like that is really going to make it difficult for you. And you got to start thinking outside the box a bit to take those angles. To be honest... with the current state of Kiriko, like, again, I don't think she's as powerful as people think she is. In that scenario, if I wasn't just insta-locking Kiriko, I'd actually switch off. I don't think you should be playing Kiriko against a Sigma or a big shield if you can't really pressure the angles very well, and Torb kind of shuts that down. So I'd probably pick something that's better at breaking shields there. Zen, Anna, we were at a BAP, but BAP. Even a Mercy Pocket would be good because it's just going to be rough. Or Lucio if you've got Orion to get through the shields. Basically, Kiriko in that situation is a pretty low tier pick, I would say. Okay, Antarctica is a very interesting map because I basically haven't really played it yet. So there's going to be a lot to learn here. This is a very close range map. Very high pressure map in all 3 scenarios. This one being one of the most hectic of the 3. So we'll see here. We're just going to go with the team. We're going to play our standard playstyle and just try and use corners and kunai heal. They have a Ryan. You can stand on this wall, which is good to note. Okay, kunai heal. I'm going to reload real quick because we're on 2 kunais and we got a bit of time to do so. Jump up here. Again, if we can shoot something that's not a shield, that's ideal. We'll go up again. Obviously a Junkrat again. So we see Anna over there. Oh my god. I didn't think he'd go that fast. Okay, since they have a shield here, we're gonna try and play a bit more off angle. Because we don't just want to be throwing kunais into the shield all the time. So we'll just try and create angles as much as we can. We also have a Doom who, you know, he's not going to need the most healing in the world. No. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to get out. He's down. There's a trap somewhere that I'm scared of. Now, this is going to be a test for me. I don't actually know if you can wall climb this. You can. Good to know. Some of the spots are kind of weird like that. We know we can blink and Suzu him because it's just Reinhardt. And hopefully we can stagger this guy. Alright. Now we just gotta kind of listen for Junkrat, not walk into his one shot. So we know he's on the right. I'm gonna go to the left. Try and pressure around the side of the shield. Make sure I'm in TP range of somebody. Let them know I'm here. Again, I want them to know because I want them to feel the pressure. Angles are so awkward on this map. I had Junkrat again. We're gonna Suzu him because I want to take his cooldowns away from him. Okay, we see Anna down there. See if we can put some pressure on her. Oh, wow. Never seen action down this corridor before. Looking to TP back in. Kind of an even fight. I'm going to Suzu this to keep up Doomfist. And he can continue the fight. Questionable. But let's keep it going. Did he pop the tire or not? Oh, he didn't. Damn. Questionable Kitsune, though. It's kind of the moment. A lot was going on. Probably shouldn't have done it. Still learning the map. I feel like everywhere I go, Junkrat is on me, man. He's on the left now. This Reaper's gonna get well staggered. Okay, he's okay. I'm just gonna TP out. As you can see, I'm really struggling to get angles here against the shield and the Junkrat. That'll be nice. Okay, I'm gonna Suzu this. I want it to survive. Okay, where's that Junkrat? We've had a lot of high pressure games, man. Okay. Now because Junkrat's dead, I'm gonna send it straight up through this window. It's gonna be a better angle to hit people, and Junkrat's not gonna be around for a little bit. Oh god. Thank you. We'll go again. We've got 3 seconds on TP. The angles are kind of rough because they're all blocked off by like boxes and stuff, so you end up being quite close range. I knew it was just gonna be Ryan in that room, so that's why I went for the TP Suzu. Just trying to analyze whether you think you're gonna die or not, and I just didn't think I was gonna die there. Here are another set of leaflets there. Oh, Junkrat came and got me. Just flying around. We don't have... We do have Mercy here. She might go for the res. She doesn't have a regen on Valka now, though. That kind of hurts her, though. If Sigma can touch and I can get back with Kitsune, we could do something here. He's not looking too hot. I'm coming, Ash. I'm coming. I'm close. No, dude, we were so close. We were so close. All I'm seeing here is that we need to apply more pressure. We do have Ryan now, so we can fight the 1v1. Again, I'm going to take a bit of a wider angle here because if they have shields, we want to be on the side so we can kind of get around those shields. Just going to watch out for Junkrat as much as we can. We do have a heal bot and Mercy here, so we got to pay attention to that. Hopefully Ash can defeat that Junkrat in combat. But I'm going to go forward here again. I'm going to try and not talk as much because I really need to listen to these Junkrat footsteps. That's like one of the most important things right now. TP back to the team. And we put ourselves in a bit of a difficult spot. It's a very new map, so people are kind of all over the place, and there's a lot of like positional things happening that shouldn't be happening. Like, we probably should not have been in that room, and maybe I shouldn't have even TP'd because they were obviously a bit too close. Gonna take angle again. I was just gonna fling kunais at this Junkrat at this point. Get that purple off the Rhine. We don't have much to heal here because Ryan's dead. This is definitely going to be a difficult game. I got Kitsune here. We can send it in next fights, but we're going to be dealing with a Junkrat tire, which is going to be kind of rough. I'm going to try and save my Suzu here, even if people get low, because I want to be ready for that Junkrat tire. That's huge. Had to stop him from getting high noons, but it's not enough. He got charged as well. I mean, to be honest, Junkrat did nothing in that fight. He only came in at the last second to try and one-shot me. Nice, Moira's going huge here. I'm going to help her out on point. Where's this J-Rat? He's in the left side somewhere. Yeah, he's waiting for a tire in here, that's for sure. He might actually pop it right now. I'm holding my Suze. He is a really filthy rat. Oh my god. Alright. So this angle I didn't really know existed, but it seems okay for pressuring. Now, let's see. I can take a flashbang. That's big. We got the Suzu on the... Oh, they're really going for it, eh? They still do have tire as well. Oh, actually, he switched off. I must have missed the tire. Let's keep the pressure on here. Keep the pressure on. I'm very happy this guy's not on Junkrat, because like it'd be a lot harder for him to get random kills on Bastion. Reload. Nice. He's gonna use the wall here, cover against Sebastian until he's done with his shift, and then we're gonna shoot him in the butt. Now he's done. And now we have Kitsune. It's gonna be a bit of an awkward one, but this is just a fight ending Kitsune here. All good. All right, this is good. They're off Junkrat, so random kills are going to happen a lot less frequently. All right, let's go here. We got Winston, so we're going to be pretty high pressure. Moira is going to struggle to heal a Winston here, so we're really going to have to keep an eye on him when he jumps in. If we can go with him, that would be good, but obviously we got to consider the situation and how dangerous it's going to be. We're going to move to the side here. Someone's in this room. Keep an eye on my Reaper. Okay, this guy's deep. I'm gonna go back here because I'm being pressured. Okay, we're currently 3v4. If we can get a pick soon, that'd be really nice. I got you. I don't got you. I had to Suzu myself next. I want to take that Rhine swing. Now, again, I don't know the map too well. I think I can pressure... Okay, Reaper's taking the right side. I generally like to create more angles. So I'm not going to go with the Reaper here. I guess it'd be better to go with the Winston on the left side. Don't need to Suzu myself. I'm fine for now. Somehow we ended up in a Bastion duel. Okay, we just take this easy. Yeah, not really much I could find there in terms of angles and pressure that I could apply. Oh, nice. They're wasting nano. Nearly got Kitsune as well. Don't kill. If we just don't let someone die here, we're good. Because they just burnt nano. I think they got Shatter here, so... I'm gonna save Suzu for the Shatter. Especially if he Shatters this way. I'm gonna contest this if I have to. I think he's gonna Shatter when we contest. If he Shatters now, it's gonna be huge waves, and that would be fantastic for us. Just stay up here and he can't get us. Either way. It's gonna be a massive stagger. I hear Reaper on the left. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Moira somehow soloed the Reaper. But this game, like, again, the game detects what you do. And like this round, I'm just not able to do much because of the map, because of the way it's playing out. There's lots of kunais into shields. I'm going to move over this side. This should allow me to pressure a bit and have a TP back. Yeah, everything's so close range. So, like, you always have to just TP back and you don't get to do much pressure stuff. Saving Kitsune for when they're more committed here, which is going to be when they're closer to the point. And my allies are around. So Suzu that. Damn. Team might get this, though. Oh, there's the slam. Wish I was there. Okay, I think that's gone. That's all good. But the whole game plan is like, how much can I maneuver here to find pressure points? And you just got to keep looking. And you go forward here when my team's respawning. Look for an angle. Actually, we're just going to play it easy here and take the easy Kitsune down mid. Let's send it. They don't have Shatter. We try and get a Suzu on him, a bit too late. Need to reload. This Ryan gotta die. Suzu him, so he's okay. Like, we win this fight as long as nobody dies. Gonna be hard against the boosted Reaper here. TP away from him. Moira doing work. Was doing work. Oh, we saved her. Nice. All right, close game, man. It's not over yet either. They could stagger on. I should be pressuring here, honestly. Like, this is a scenario where I'm like getting a bit scared myself, but I could have gone forward and applied pressure very safely. Nice, we got it. GG. My biggest shock so far during this Unranked GM is I don't feel like we've had... maybe we had one game where we kind of snowballed on King's Row, but so far we've played 20 games and every single game has felt incredibly close. And like, that should show you that, you know, you always need to be sweating and you always need to be looking for angles and positions that you can take. Okay, we're going on to Numbani. This map has not been in the map pool, so it's pretty fresh for Kiriko. This is probably the second, maybe third time I'm playing on Numbani, but I only remember one time in the past. Now, it's going to be a pretty interesting map for Kiriko because there's a lot of wall climb spots, especially on the first point. So, we're going to be trying to abuse those as much as possible. Right, we're just going to wall climb straight up here. And, you know, even if we're just baiting a flashbang, that's cool. The good thing is, I'm asleep. That's not good. The good thing is, completely forgot what I was going to say. Kunai heal. In this case, we're just kunai. Oh, the good thing is I've got this Junkrat who's like extremely aggressive from the last game. She hit it again on that angle? She's crazy. Oh my god. Okay. TP back. Always TP out of spawn. I'm just going to kunai as much as possible. I do have to keep an eye on my Ryan because my Pharah is going to be with my... Sorry, my Mercy is going to be with my Pharah. Oh, new car. Look at that. But also I want to pressure, so... We're going to try and do things. This car is actually very useful. Yeah, you may be crazy with those sleeps. I'm crazy with those kunais. Oh, that was very risky, Victor. And it's a bit awkward for Kiriko because it's all like super long range kunais here. So any kunai we hit is gonna be quite lucky. Is she okay? Is he okay?
You're a professional.
So that's kind of a good bait there. We saved Suzu for when he pushed in, so we can heal ourselves a little bit later and tank a few shots as he comes around the corner. So cute little play there. We can TP to get rid of the flashbang. We're just kind of baiting cooldowns here. I'm going to throw this straight onto the point so Ryan can do stuff. Keep him topped up. Takes a lot of healing, the lad. He's got shield. Should be good. Ashe is not good. See if we can hit this cast. Nice. I'm tempted to drop because I'm going to hit more kunais if I drop. Although I'm going to hit more kunais on the Ana if I don't drop because I'm on the same horizontal level. A lot easier to hit kunais when you're on the same horizontal level because it's only one like plane of an angle. Don't really know how to describe that, but you probably understand. You can basically just keep it at head height and like that's it. So a bit of a hectic little situation there. But you gotta embrace the hecticness as Kiriko. I think that's kind of what we've been learning over the last few games is like, yeah, games are gonna be hectic as Kiriko just due to the nature of the movement of the hero and the fact that the kunai is so inconsistent. We're gonna move around here for more pressure while using walls as cover and also making sure we're in TP distance of the Rhine, which we're just out of TP distance now, but we can always move back. I'm gonna try and bait this guy's flashbang. Thought he was gonna push me there. We have Kitsune. As soon as this is committed, we're gonna send it in. We're gonna send it in right now. It's gonna create some space for that sim. Actually, I don't know where that soldier is. Obviously, don't heal purple allies. It does nothing. So, in scenarios where you're losing a fight, you can afford to be a bit more aggressive. Because if you're down in a fight, you generally need something big to happen to take that fight down. That's why I decided to commit heavy to the flank there on the Ana. Because we were down 1, and I was like, the only way we win this fight is if this Ana dies. And we bring it back to even, pretty much. Oh, good. Oh, God. He's dead. He went a bit too hard into the Bastion shift there. This is a pretty common mistake. It's not really a Kiriko tip, but a pretty common mistake is people playing against Bastion right now is they push into a shift. Whenever Bastion is shifting, you should not push into him. I know it seems obvious, but I see a lot of people doing it. You push as soon as the Bastion shift is ended, and then he's very weak. You kind of got to view him as old school Bastion where he couldn't move, and his shift is him basically not moving, except now he is moving. Okay, he's shifting now. As soon as it's ended, I'm going to send Kitsune, which is just about this time right here. And now they're going to be very weak in that fight. Pretty much, honestly, they're not going to win if Bastions use shift unless they've got something else up their sleeve, like an ultimate or something. Because Bastion is, you know, basically useless when he's not pressing shift. And that's why Bastion's kind of a weak hero right now. Like, he does okay, but it's only because people really misplay against him. I think this is a Reaper. Oh, it's a Bastion. Okay. Okay, he's using shift, so we're not going to go. We'll just let him waste it. All good. Trying to keep an angle on my Rhine. Might lose my Rhine here. She's going for the stomp, I think. Let's get the Bastion, and then we'll go for Zen, and then we'll go for Ashe here, because she's the only one that's gonna kill us. Ana's just hiding, so we'll just wipe the end there. Nice. What should you do if you're constantly getting dove? So it's an interesting situation. You've seen a few games against the balls that we've been against, and it gets kind of hard against ball. The best thing you can do against like a monkey or a ball is honestly be on an off angle, try and get them to dive you, and then you TP away from them. That is the optimal scenario. Otherwise, it's kind of just, you know, try and keep your TP up for when they get to you. If I died there, I would have been so sad. Try and just have your TP up so when they dive you, you can TP somewhere else. And if you can do that and no one else is around, you're basically baiting their cooldown and making them waste it. I'm just going to throw kunais down this choke point because I want to keep my Rhine up. The good thing is, Roadhog can't one-shot anymore, so even if we do get hooked, it's going to be kind of rough. Like, the thing is about pushing for a flank here is because of the architecture of Numbani, it's going to be very, very long for me. Okay, it looks like they're moving somewhere else. It's going to be a very, very long time for me to move somewhere else and get an angle on them. And then I'm probably going to get pushed out instantly because it's going to be too close range. They've kind of realized that pushing top is not going to work for the most part, so they're taking a lot more angles now. Gonna go with the Rhine. I know Hanzo's back there, but he's dead. Now there's a bit of space, so I'm gonna push forward as they're regrouping here. If we can get a regroup pick, that would be huge. Did I see? Yeah, Hanzo. Okay, so be careful with the Hanzo. He can one-shot. I'm just going to go back now, play this super safe. We're feeling strong, so I'm actually going to play less risky than I normally do. Just because we're feeling really strong. I also have Kitsune here. Make sure to ping mid here so everybody knows that they're going mid. We got Pig underneath us. I'd love to ping him, but... Wow. Okay. Yeah, be careful with Hanzo. Okay, we're gonna just chill a second here. Point's gone. He got a lucky arrow. Good on him. We'll regroup and send the Kitsune in. Retake this fight. They probably have Hoggle, but I'm not too scared. We can burn him down. Oh, Bastion got really bad spawn here. Okay. So... And we lost Anna. So, okay, this is about to get sloppy. What I'm going to do here is just play, like, off angles. I'm going to hit fall back a few times. Like I was saying at the start of this episode, there's some commands that are really good to have, and fall back is one of them. If it's, like, a really uneven fight and you think your team's too far forward, it's just good to pressure. Huge slam. I'm watching this fight. Lucio's on me. I did not commit Kitsune, even though it was a 4v5, because that slam was so big. I just had a good feeling that we weren't going to need it. Now, my Bastion's flanking, so I'm just going to stay with the team. This has ended up being just a very solid game. We just let the Bastion flank, and I'll just play the off angle, make sure I don't get logged. He's trying to log me right now. Okay, we're going to send Kitsune right now. Wake that guy up. It made the brig misposition there. See Hanzo, don't let him log us.
Shouldn't have put your head there.
Now we have the Bastion on the flank. Now that I've got a lot of space to reposition, I'm actually going to play over here. Because I'm going to be able to TP straight back. This is going to be another angle for them to deal with. And then Bastion's also going to get position on them. This is going to be super annoying for the enemy team. All I got to do is not get logged. Actually, they went Pharah, so I can't get logged. Gotta watch out for a sleep. Nice. And now we just go back. They've been... they got really out of position there. Allowed Bastion to get a kill. Unfortunately, Bastion's probably going to die now, but... we can push forward and try and help. Now, only Reaper's chasing the oh god. Reaper's going on the Bastion. Let's see if we can save him. This got really funky real quick. Oh no, he did that, man. The only way to save myself there was another headshot. That was funny.
Let's go.
I actually like a lot of people dislike situations like this when the trying to rank up where they've got like a flanking bastion, but you should honestly be very happy that you've got like a flanking bastion. Again, like I said earlier, it's very easy to notice mistakes of people who are trying to make plays, including yourself. But that's actually how you win games, is by making plays. And like nobody's gonna make perfect plays, especially in lower ranks, but it's better to have people who are trying to do something than people who are just standing down mid doing the basic thing. Because it means they're trying to carry. They're trying to do something. So don't always jump to the conclusion that they're just playing like a complete and utter muppet. Because this Bastion has kind of opened up that entire point for us right there, pulling the enemy team around. Even though it looks like complete insanity. It's the same thing with Flank Moira. A lot of people get annoyed at Flank Moira. Yeah, it's unorthodox, but you know, she's applying a lot of pressure to the enemy team. That's just kind of hurts them a lot, stresses them out. As long as you don't tilt because someone's doing something a bit different, then you're gonna have a lot of strength from the thing that's a bit different. Because you gotta look at it from the enemy perspective. You know, and that is, they're kind of feeling what you're feeling. You see your Moira playing unorthodox, the enemy team sees it. Alright, we can turn around. Oh, Ryan died fast. So if you can just let the enemy team be stressed and not let you get stressed, then you can get a lot of advantage out of people playing in really aggressive and unorthodox ways. Because like even playing like Kiriko like this, like taking off angles, like I guarantee you if I was in voice, if I was in match chat, my teammates would be getting stressed. But then also, I wouldn't really be applying pressure to the enemy team. And like, this is really powerful right now. We're getting multiple people looking at us. Good TP back here. I got hit, so I don't want to risk anything else. Whoa. Had to be fast on that. I did hear him TP, so kind of had an inkling he was going to do it. Alright, Kuna heal. Should be an easy fight here. We got 2 picks, both DPS down. We just try and stagger them. This is where we type push forward. If you feel like you should be pushing forward, you hit the button. I haven't been doing it too much during this series because I'm focused on my commentary, but it's a very frequent. You'll see me in games using push forward and fall back all the time. It's not something you drive yourself crazy, though, with. Like, if they don't push forward because you press the button, they don't fall back because you press the button, don't get too stressed about it. You just press it if you think it's the best, and then, you know, you do what you can with what they do. It's always about adapting to how your teammates move and not trying to force them to do anything in particular. Because you always have to do the best with what you've got from your teammates, including a flanking Bastion. And just making use of it rather than, you know, forcing them to do something else. It never goes well if you force your teammates to do something else. Just let them be and let them do what they want to do. All right, coming on to Shambali. Have we played this one yet? In this Unranked GM? I actually think we have. What are we dealing with here? I'm looking to see if we're against snipers or anything, but obviously we're going into pressure again. We're applying the juice. Keep an eye on our team within TP distance. Nobody's up here? Oh, hello. Keep an eye on the team. Miss all your shots. I'm gonna go back here. We only have Mercy Heals, so like I don't want to overcommit to the flank. Pressure's been applied, and I'm happy with it. We're against the Doomfist here. I have Soldier on the left, and it's like annoying me. Got stuck against the wall twice. Okay, this guy is deep. No headshot, though. Alright, we're gonna push the right side here for pressure. What? What? TP out when he jumps us, and that's kind of what you do when you get dove. Perfect scenario, because he kind of wastes his cooldown there. We are not applying too much pressure at this point in time. Enemy team is, though. If she reses that, I can hit the Suzu. Oh, my Suzu didn't go up. No, don't you dare. Oh, he took all those heals back into spawn. Nice. He was bound to die eventually with how aggressive he was playing. Now, they do have Mercy. I'm going to send Kitsune straight away here. I just want to get around this corner because we're really struggling. I'm going to open it up for us. Keep Mercy alive there. We'll get ready to TP away from him. We're all good. Nice. All right, we go forward. We go forward. We go add pressure. Cass wants us to on cart. That's cool. Wow. He's dead. Applying pressure here. It's going to get awkward now because we don't have a monkey. This is where I hit fall back because I know we're 4v5. So I want my team to be safe. I just hit it a few times. Hopefully they rack. They don't. It's fine. They do whatever they want to do, you know? We're kind of like recklessly pushing into a BAP window here. Oh, I thought I had Suzu. My bad. Okay, I messed up. Thought my Suzu was ready. That too risky res is going off. Okay, it's kind of an even fight, but we need to get picks to win this. We're gonna get out. All right, this is not gonna be the easiest game. We're gonna keep the pressure on. I'm just worried for my cast because he's very out of position right now. I'm gonna go back. It's getting too scary. A lot of angles on me there. TP up to my Winston. I know he's pretty safe. Cast is weak. We're gonna go to him. Thought I needed a Suzu. I didn't. Okay, he's low. I have Kitsune, and it's important that I get it off, but if I hit some headshots there, that would have won us that. Focus on the swishes. Try not to get too distracted by the tank. Very easy to do so. TP to the Soj to get away. He's holding High Noon. Luckily, our monkey got away. It's again, Mercy gone huge here. They managed to get multiple reses. We're just gonna kunai heal. This is looking kind of rough, boys. Kunai. Yeah, I can't really hit anyone here. We're doing our best to survive while dodge the doom. But yeah. Again, didn't get many hits. You can really feel the games where you just can't really get the pressure onto the backline. And you just feel a lot more dependent on your teammates when that happens. And that was just one of those games right there. Zen's good against... Yeah, Zen's really good against Doom. Just blows him up. Once again, Kiriko's a bit too inconsistent for blowing up Doom. Like, you have to hit like 3 headshots in a row. Alright, so we're going to play front angle again. Hopefully we can hit some shots this time. Try and bait his flashbang here. Right, it's called magnetic grenade these days, I guess. Okay, we gotta go help. Okay, we only have Mercy heals. A bit of a shame because there was potential kills coming up there. Messed up my reloads. They're on ball this time. She might have to go for the res here. Well. Okay, everybody's dead. We're just gonna push the cart and die here. Again, good to reset if your team's dying and you don't think you can get out. I don't think I could have gone out. Maybe I could have, but you know, something like this would have happened. What's happening with Sojourn right now, where it's like the ball's gonna chase me down and maybe I die and then I'm staggered and then it's terrible.
Like a gentle rain.
Okay. We have to Suzu soldier the... They are running this lobby right now. They're running it. The damage output they have, this might be a bit of a snowball. Yep. Yeah, we're just a stronger team. Not much you can do in a situation like that. You just accept it and go next. GG. All right, anyway. New Queen Street here. Let's just throw kunais at the soldier. We don't want him to free reign up there. Monkey's gonna say no to me. We're just gonna throw kunais at him and the shield. We're gonna Suzu ourselves. Gonna ping this guy because I'm gonna need help with this guy. For real. Okay, we're just gonna hide here and hope. Pretty much. But no, that's over. Okay, let's see here. So they're gonna have a lot more pressure than us with the monkey and the Genji, which is very good for push. I was gonna push the flank there, but I felt like my team was gonna take damage, so I kind of stayed with my team for a bit there. We got to pick on the monkey. That means we're up 1, and we can kind of just push in really strongly here. Just make sure no one dies on the way in. Ryan is being a bit crazy. Got to keep the rat alive. The monkey will be back soon, but we got the soldier pick, so now it's a continued 5v4 here. I mean, it's just one of these stagger situations. We're going to go in, we're going to Suzu this. Because he did get purpled, and I feel pretty safe doing it. Just gotta be careful with this monkey now that he's nanoed. But once again, they're taking a pretty uneven fight here. Don't think I need to Suzu my Rhine there. I'm just trying to, like, make sure my Rhine doesn't die while trying to push the car at the same time at this point. Okay, we're gonna go see what's going on. It's a big committal. Monkey's on the back. I'm gonna ping him. I'm gonna nearly die because I thought I had TP, but I didn't. I need to get back to my Rhine here. Pretty hectic game. A lot of decisions being made. Climb the tree a bit to buy some time. Throw him off. TP to the other side. We're just trying to do anything we can there to try and get some distance on that Genji to make it not so easy for him to kill me. Wall climbs, you know, 5-meter TPs. It doesn't matter what it is. If you can do anything to make it harder for him to kill you while your teammates kill him, that's ideal. Trying to shoot at the Ana here. Okay, we have Kitsune. We're probably going to throw it in pretty early. Remember, we can use 3-2-1 here to let people know that we're going to drop the Kitsune. It's now a 5v4. The enemy team is staggering like crazy. Excuse me, my teammate. Okay. I think we just let it go. We got kind of awkward there. A Kitsune would have been okay, but also kind of risky because they had all sorts of good positions on us. So now we just hold the Kitsune for next fight and take a straight up 5v5 for the Kitsune. As soon as I see like someone who's committed against the Rhine, then we're gonna take the Kitsune. Here we go. So we just kunai, 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 keep it simple, do exactly what we do when we don't have a Kitsune, and now we just do it faster. Kunai when we have space to do it, and it's an easy fight. I'm going to try and let somebody else push the cart so that I can apply pressure with the Rhine here. He's being very aggressive, and I like that a lot. I'm even going to go deeper here. Maybe. Again, we got to keep eyes on our teammates so that we can know we can TP back. Which we can at this point. I swear that went straight through our head. Hopefully, we can get someone to dive us here. Not really happening, so I'm going to pull back a bit. I'm gonna Suzu the break so that she can have a better chance against that Genji. And then we're gonna go over to the side here and keep throwing kunais where we can. She's looking for res. Someone's up here. We can try and get the kill and dodge Genji at the same time. Look back at my team. TP away from Genji. Trying to kill a Genji is just difficult, so most of the time I'm just looking to avoid him. Because like if he wastes a dash on me and then he doesn't have a cooldown to get away, then he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Don't have Suzu for this, unfortunately. Which means someone will die. Ryan's low. We're gonna top him up. Probably don't need Suzu here. Again, you don't just Suzu every anti by default. You gotta analyze whether someone's actually gonna die from that anti, or, you know, get to a position where they'll die after it. We're gonna send Kitsune into this. A pretty even fight, and we can maybe just finish the game right here. Got my Suzu ready. I'm going to throw it on the Rhine because he's getting low. And then we're just going to DPS. Heal the Rhine if I can. Mercy going for the res, not ideal. Kunai, kunai, kunai. Look back at team. Kunai, kunai, heal. And now we're just in the basic gameplay. Kunai, kunai, heal. Maximum heals, maximum damage. Suzu, when he gets low. Double kunai. Now we're just gonna wipe here, I think. We'll do everything we can along the way to dying, but we pretty much just let it go. Now you look at this game, you think we've won this game. We have not won this game. There's still 4 minutes left on the clock,
That was interesting.
which is more than enough time for them to push back. In fact, they can always push back and push. So never, ever, ever get too cocky and push until it's over. We want to do exactly the same as we always do, which is apply pressure and get back to the team. So we apply pressure here. If we can take down Mercy, that's ideal. Need to not get slapped here. She's scoping in, so she's basically signing her own death right there. We're gonna go back to team. Maybe a little bit too early, because nobody really needed help. See Mercy back there. I'm gonna go for her. Always on the squishes. Not on the tank. Kunai, kunai, heal. I'm gonna go up here and secure this Sojourn kill. Alright, nice. Someone else is pushing the cart. We're gonna push forward. We got Kitsune. So I'm not gonna go too crazy on the flank, because with Kitsune, you want to get it in... Oh, Brig died. That's unfortunate. You want to get it in, like, before the fight gets too hectic. However, we're in a 3v5 right now, so we're actually not gonna Kitsune this unless we start getting random picks like that. But no, we're just gonna leave it. That's okay. Again, we need to wipe here. If we don't down the cart, we're going to be staggered for the next fight. Especially in this situation, if we stagger for too long, we're going to lose the forward spawn and we'll be even further back. So, even more important to not stagger in this situation. And now we have Kitsune for next fights. Didn't waste it in the 3v5 situation. And now as soon as it feels committed, we're going to send it in. With the tire out there, we're going to send it, because now they're all trying to hide. And we're going to take so much space like this and just kill the Orisas. I mean, I was hoping my Ram would run down it. He didn't. That's okay. Now they're wasting the Kitsune. We're wasting Ramel, unfortunately. Oh god, this could be nasty. Nice. Okay, leave the cart again. I'm a better pressure hero than most people, so if you have the ability to leave the cart, you probably should. Just gonna make sure nobody's in trouble before I go on pressure. We don't pressure recklessly, we pressure when we can without putting our team into trouble and danger. The game right there, the way it was going, did not allow me to get on the back lane because my team was pressured, so we didn't pressure. We lost 2 here, so once again we're gonna down cart. Don't want to get bad spawn. It's already getting kind of rough, so I'm just gonna jump into the mix here and die. Don't want to lose that good spawn. Matt's got the right idea. Very nice. And now Matt should get the good spawn as well. Hopefully. I actually don't know the time between the first checkpoint and the middle, but it looks like it's about 12 seconds. Them pushing it back. We're going to look for the... Never mind. Again, I'm trying to push for the flank, but if my Ram gets into trouble, or anybody, then we're just going to fall back and help them out. Every flank that we do is calculated. It's not reckless flanking with no brain. I'm actually just going to go Suzu this. I don't want it to die. The fight's nearly over for the most part, unless Sojourn like one-shots everyone. Okay, cool. We're going to push forward again. Try and look for some pressure. It doesn't change just because we're in overtime. This is always the optimal play. Don't want to TP into the visor. Okay, we're going to get in the mix now because we can do more damage if we're at close range. Nice, we got it. Now, there is a scenario in push where it's like overtime and you might not want to push the robot. I will say, I think people overthink that and do it too often. The only scenario where that is worth it is if they cannot touch if you don't push it, which is a pretty rare scenario. If they have any chance of touching at all, I think it's always better to push the payload in overtime. So most of the time, I wouldn't worry about it. It's really only if you just wipe the team and there's like 5 seconds on the clock, then you don't push it. But that's, you know, a pretty rare scenario. Mostly it's going to go into overtime. All right, we got a rank update, chat. All right, let's see what we get. Platinum 5, man. It's taken me... This is going to be a long walk. We're only getting 2 per rank right now.